Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Downfield and caught by Thornton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. This will be caught at Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Taylor. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Okay, ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. They'll roll him out right. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check man.
Now it's Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Taylor. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Jones on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jones. Zach Ertz has it complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He'll buy some time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Von Miller. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Bryan Edwards, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Harold Landry from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Taylor looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It moves to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Taylor. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. To throw is Taylor. And he'll just get rid of it.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's Taylor. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jones picked by a familiar face, his Bama teammate Jalen Armour-Davis. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Taylor will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before break. Jones lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
19
Here's Taylor. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Hey, smash circle. 50 back there. 50. Cut 19.
Now Taylor to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and they can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Taylor. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Williams, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Throwing Jones. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed down. To throw again on second down. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here we go. Come back team. Come back team.
They're going to try and throw. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Taylor. Williams brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Hey, pass. 79 Broncos. Drop 60, drop 60. Unlock line, unlock line.
Now it's Taylor. And that is going to be incomplete as Has he let him a bit too much?
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Look at 19. 19 strike, 19 take, 19 right.
Now it's Taylor. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They're going to run forward with Jones, but he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tanner Muse with it. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Another run with Mitchell. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Go, Reed, go.
They run over center with Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw with Taylor. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. To throw is Taylor. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. Touchdown Falcons. Donald Parham, 37 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Jones. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.